Hi everyone, I'm Clem and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about a readathon I'm doing in January but also in February, because this readathon is running from the 13th of January to the 13th of February. So this readathon is called the SWIFTATHON and it's following every time a different album by Taylor Swift, and this time it's the album Lover. So for each song of a Lover you have a prompt that goes with the song and basically you have to read a book. It's basically what a readathon is. I'm sure you're familiar with it, so I'm just going to show you the prompt I decided to follow because in a month I know I won't be able to read 18 books, so I just picked like maybe 5 or 6 prompts for me, like for 1 month, because I just wanted to challenge myself and I thought it was a nice challenge and I still wanted to do it, so I did it in my own terms. So the first song I picked is I Forgot You Existed, and the prompt that goes with it is you have to read a book that is on your TBR for ages. For this I decided to read One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus. So this book is a YA thriller / detective story, I think, and it's like The Breakfast Club. Because so there are those 5 teens and they are in detention, but one of them, Simon, who is the outcast, got killed, and basically you know that it's one of the 4 other students who killed him, but you don't know who. Simon got killed because he was this creator of the Bayview gossip app, and Bayview is the high school where they all are. And so they got detention on Monday, but on Tuesday he had planned to reveal on his app a lot of juicy gossip and juicy like things about the people in the high school. So basically everyone is a suspect, because I feel like each one of the students in detention had something that was going to be exposed by Simon, so they all had a reason to kill him. This book's been out there for a while and I just got it for Christmas or for my birthday, I don't really remember, but I always wanted to read it, but since I didn't own it I couldn't read it, so now that I have it I can read it. The next song I picked is The Man, and you have to pick a book with a strong female character. And here I decided to go with Rune and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. So this is the conclusion to the Shadow and Bone trilogy, like the Grisha trilogy. If you don't know, in this trilogy you're following Alina, and Alina thought she was a normal human because she lived in this world where you have Grisha, and Grisha are people who have magical abilities, and so Alina always thought that she was a normal girl, but one day she discovered that she can actually control light and that it's something that's very rare, and so she goes into this academy for Grisha and she meets the Darkling, and the Darkling wants her to help him stop the war between the three countries in the world, but actually it's not what's going to happen, and a lot of things are going to happen, and Alina is going to make a lot of discovery about herself but also the world she lives in. The first 2 books were really amazing, I really loved them. I really enjoyed the first one, the second one was also amazing, but as I've already told you on this channel, I don't like Mal, and Mal is one of the main characters and he's always there and he's always a bitch and I don't like him, so yeah, that's the only dark point in this story. Then it's Lover, and you have to read a contemporary romance. For this I plan on reading in February the 3rd book in the Heartstopper series by Alice Oseman. So in Heartstopper you're following the romance between Charlie and Nick, and they started as friends but they became more, and you're actually following them, discovering who they are, and this very new thing that's for him, like their relationship is very new, but also the fact of being gay, except for Charlie who's been gay for a while, but for Nick it's very new. And in this one they're going to Europe and to Paris, I think, and I can't wait to read this and to know what's going to happen to my 2 favorite characters. Next we have London Boy, and you have to read a book that's taking place in the UK or in London. And here I plan on reading in January Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. So this is the 2nd book in the Infernal Devices trilogy by Cassandra Clare. As you know, I'm rereading this trilogy in order to be prepared for Chains of Gold that's coming out at the beginning of March. So I'm reading the first one this month and I'm going to read this one in February. And it's happening in London, so it's perfect. I also decided to pick the song Me, and for this you have to read a book picked by yourself. I'm going to read for this Lumberjanes Volume 1 by Stevenson, Ellis, Waters and Aylen. So in this comic or graphic novels, I think it's more comic, you're following those 5 best friends who are spending the summer in a summer camp in the woods, but nothing is actually going to happen as they had planned. Like, they're discovering that a lot of strange things are happening, like supernatural things, like 3 eyes foxes and stuff like that. But they are actually going on this magical quest. I'm not really sure what it's about, but I've seen it once in a bookstore and it attracted me, and also the drawing inside. It's very catchy, you know, very like juvenile in a way. It sounds really great and really funny. I just bought it, so I can't wait to read it actually. And last but not least, I'm also going to pick the song You Need to Calm Down, and for this I need to read a LGBTQ plus novel. And for this I decided to listen to Autobiography by Christina Lauren. So in this book you're following Tanner, and Tanner moved out from California to go to Utah and is a bisexual, so he, in a way it's said that he went back in the closet because Utah I think is very conservative, or like not as well welcoming as California for LGBTQ community. I'm sorry, I don't know a thing, so I shouldn't talk, but still, so Tanner, he lives in Utah and he can't wait to finish high school, to go out of Utah and to be himself and just to go out of Utah. But his best friend Autumn dares him to follow this seminar where he has to write a book in 4 months. And Tanner accepts because he wants to show Autumn that it's really silly and writing a book in 4 months is really easy. And actually he's right, because 4 months is a long time, but actually he goes to the seminar and he meets Benjamin, and Benjamin is the one who won the seminar last year and who got his book published. But actually this year Benjamin is directing the seminar, but Tanner falls in love with him, and I think it's going to be their story. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be their story, but I don't know anything else about this book because it's basically the synopsis of the book. I've been hearing more and more good things about this book, even though it came out a while ago, but now I'm intrigued and I really want to know what's going to happen in this book and if it's going to be good. So yeah, and it's an audiobook and I need to listen to an audiobook in February, and yeah, it's like, it's good. I'm going to read it. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you had a great time. Don't forget to subscribe and to like this video. Also, tell me in the comments down below if there are any good readathons that are coming. I would love to know so I can take part and read books. And that's pretty much it. And I will see you next time. Bye guys!